Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. And as you can see, we're making made some pretty good progress today on our RC10 tub chassis long arm with a standard rear end. So, did get this CC chassis off eBay for 33 bucks plus shipping out of Florida. That came in today. We had all the other spare parts kind of ready to go. So I did have spare parts from my fan RC. So I have the black arms on there. I put the white arms on here. I had some spare inner mounts. Had an extra Dragon Punch rear carbon tower. So we put the Dragon Punch tower on there. And just standard Worlds CVAs. These are the extended 1.5s on here. And rear end, and that is pretty much ready to go. Just need to get our stealth transmission coming. Battery cups in. One of the servo mounts is in. I need to drill for the other one because on a tub we use an RC10T front plate, and then we are using our wide front arms, RC10T bulkhead, 30-degree caster blocks, and then the World steering spindles on there. One thing we got to do is, and I guess the World's bell crank system, and man, the black one is nice. I might have to put that in my other cars, but center link is complete, just one piece center link, and that's nice and smooth. Do have to drill a hole, like I said, for the other servo mount. We'll get that figured out. I have ball cups coming. I also have the titanium turnbuckles coming as well. The one thing we need to figure out is what we're going to do for a shock tower. So in the back, I'm going to put, I believe, the 1.6 or the 1.02 shocks, just like we have on everything else, not only on our RC10, but also on our long arm over there. That's got the long arm rear end. We'll put the 1.02s on the back. For the front, I don't know if I'm going to order the 1.02s or the 0.89s, because I have two different shock towers coming. So one of them I got, it was Competition Carbon or something. They made a RPM Worlds tower, much like the truck tower. Allows the nose tubes to run through there. So I have that coming and should have that within a day or two. The other one I ordered was a shorter B2, B3 style shock tower that I believe takes the 0.89 shocks, but it does mount to the RC10T front bulkhead. So it is a Composite Craft Worlds kind of 91 compatible tower, but they're shorter. So I don't know if it's going to take the 0.71s, and I guess when we get it, we can figure it out. But since this is a giveaway car, comment below what you want to see for a front end setup. I think I prefer the longer. I think it looks a little cooler. I don't know if it actually has any significant performance advantage, because our RC10 does pretty well with the 0.71 shocks. So I wouldn't hesitate to go with that route either. But like I said, not my decision to make. Got our titanium axles on here, all of our ball studs in. So this thing is taking shape. So let me know in the comments, like I said, what you want to see for a front tower. I have to buy the RC10T nose tube braces, and then I believe, and like I said, this is why RC10 Talk is a great resource. Jason over there, I believe you run a standard RC10 tube and you drill a hole further back. So I'll drill a hole further back in our tub chassis to get those in there, and that really solidifies a lot of our front end. Once I get the tower and the shocks on there, not a whole lot else. We'll use our Yaba insert for the bottom here to run inside our front long arms. And then, like I said, the rear end is complete. Just got to get the stealth transmission in here. We'll run an Octalock on this one, so I'll convert it to Octalock for whoever wins it. Gonna have a pretty sweet Octalock car. So I do got to get some longer rear hinge pins. So I ordered an RC10T hinge pin kit because that's what I needed. And everything fits except the rears are just a tad short. So I will pick up some hinge pins there to correct that. But everything else is looking pretty good. So part 1 of our RC10 standard back, long arm front tub build, because I don't have a tub RC10. We have a graphite from Fan RC, and then we have our Dragon Punch double deck chassis there, and both of those are carbon. So this is our first tub chassis on the channel that's going to be a runner. So we are going to get this together and hopefully get it running pretty quick. I do have a front bumper coming to protect the bottom, so we'll get a Kydex front bumper on there. I do have to replace the screw because it's stainless, just crappy RC screws kit that aren't the correct 100 degree. So I want to correct that because I'm not going to give this away and have a bunch of hoboed parts together. So I'll get another one for that, get that corrected. May just get another one and shave it down because I have plenty of the black, but none of the real shorts. So may just chop that down. But other than that, we made a lot of progress today, especially since everything came in at about 4 o'clock. So I did have a lot of the sub-assemblies together and stuff and parts together. So really, I mean, transmission and shock package with a front shock tower, and we're getting close. And then we're going to start. I already ordered a servo for it. So we're going to go with our standard ProTech 130SS servo. On this one, we're going to go with the Hobby Wing low profile G2 on there. And then, of course, we're going to rock the Surpass Rocket V6 21.5 motor that we have in everything else as well. So we will get that, but wanted to get this video out. And I know a lot of people are looking forward to this and are excited to see this stuff come to the channel. And like I said, this one's given away. We'll have a update on our Yokomo 91 works. And again, the whole reason I hate Savox servos, I tried one of their black editions. It came in. I put it in, and the goddamn thing would not stop buzzing no matter what. And it was super, super slow. So I sent that back in order to ProTech. Should have that by Thursday so we can get a video on that. But this thing is almost, I mean, we got all of our electronics in there. We got our Pro XR10, got our big FlySky receiver in there, motors hooked up. I am going to put the bottom brace in from an 870 just to help with some of the wire management and keep the belt from, if it comes side to side, I can keep it out of getting the receiver because I'm trying to tuck everything close up there. Cut our bumper back, all that, got all that stuff done. But Savox does it again, ruins my life. So we'll get that done because we are planning to run that on Saturday at Moore, and we are planning on running the long arm. So I put the wide front axles on that. I need to paint a body. I got a body up there that I'll paint for that. And we'll run that on Saturday. If something happens where I can't run that, I still got to break in the diff, and I'm going to break in the transmission and make sure that's good to go. But if for whatever reason I can't run that on Saturday, or even the Yokomo 91 works, I'll take the B5 and I'll take either like my B74 for a 4-wheel drive, because we're going to run these all to do a fair comparison. And yeah, should be a good time. So we will get this together, have more parts coming and on the way. Had a go fast order I put in on Sunday that shipped out today, as well as a hobby action, I believe. So parts on the way for this. I did order the 2 front shock towers. So like I said, we have 2 RPM shock towers. One's a long version and one's the shorter version. And let me know in the comments below what you want to see as far as long or short front shocks on this, so I can get that taken care of and I can get the shocks ordered for the front. I ordered the shocks for the rear. And I got a couple miscellaneous things. Like I said, I got to order the tubes and a couple little things here and there. But this thing should come together fairly quick. I'd like to say there's a chance of running it on Saturday, but I don't know if I'll get that far. So we will save this maybe for the next upcoming weeks. Moore is having a vintage race in March here, so maybe this is where this makes the debut, is at that vintage race. So got our chassis protectors coming too. I ordered 2 sets of chassis protectors from A-Main. as well as our Schumacher Cougar 2 works. That hits on Thursday. So that's why I'm trying to finish this up so I can get this kind of up and out of the way and running. And then we're going to move right into the Cougar 2 works. Pre-ordered our RC10 4-wheel drive, so that is coming. And we have an RC10T to build. And hopefully Yokomo doesn't re-release another Yokomo 4-wheel drive. Maybe a 93 works or something. We'll see. But I need a little time to recoup because, man, spent a lot of money this weekend getting some kits together and stuff. So I wanted to get part 1 out. Part 2 should be coming probably Thursday or Friday. It'll probably take that long to get parts in from Hobby Action as well because they all shipped out today. So we will get that together, get the front shock towers on this. Like I said, let me know below because once I'm mounted, I'm going to leave it. Then I can get the front shocks ordered and we are ready to go. We have all brand new slicks over there. I have a couple sets of extra rims, so we're going to get those mounted up. My son printed me out a fancy like 3D mounting thing for our tires here, so we are going to be able to glue. I hate gluing tires, so he printed this out for me. So it's got a little spacer to do fronts, both 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive fronts, as well as rears. So we will get that together and start gluing tires, unfortunately. But our Yokomo 91 works is almost done. Should have that stuff in on Thursday. So I'll do kind of a final video on that thing on Thursday, and that thing's ready to go. Like I said, if the servo wasn't so slow, that thing would be buttoned up and done and ready for the track. Thanks, Savox. And then we'll get the rest of this stuff together. So again, guys, like, comment, subscribe down below, and we will see you on Thursday.